Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV and welcome to another Redmond Browns, the show where I talk about loads of different news stuffs. Right, so recently, Christian Falk, who I believe is a journalist from Germany, a name that I've heard a lot when it comes to Liverpool rumours. Some rumours come true, but they tend to be the popular ones that have already been talked about by other journalists, and then some are complete bullshit. Him, as well as many others, have came out and talked about Jude Bellingham and the potential move to Liverpool. Apparently, we are front runners, and I am not gonna lie, I am liking everything I'm seeing when it comes to the Jude Bellingham thing. You know, him and Henderson have got the uncle-nephew or dad-son relationship going. I don't know, older brother vibes is probably the best way I can put it. And even though it does, him going out and chilling with Trent means absolutely nothing when it comes to business, when it comes to football decision making, when it comes to the potential possibility of us finishing outside of top four, which will be a huge factor to whether Jude Bellingham comes to us or not. And I think it's very, very interesting that we are the front runners. And apparently, with the other big news that came out, Real Madrid are out the race. Manchester United are out the race, if they were ever really in it. Understandable as well, because I'm sure they're going to be looking to improve in multiple positions instead of going all in one position. Jude Bellingham, even though good now, one for the future, not right here, right now, guaranteed to win you Premier League titles or get you closer to the conversation. It's a huge punt, and that's what we've got to realise. Jude Bellingham is great, and I think it's a good shout to say that Jude Bellingham now at this age, which is 19, is probably better, of a higher quality than what Steven Gerrard was at that age. He's scoring in Champions League games, he's bossing it for Dortmund. From my outside perspective, it could be because he's English. It could be because he gets more media attention over here. But it seems like he's their main man. Shout out to Marco Reus, but he's just too many injury problems. But I do think he's world class. I think Bellingham's the star boy there right now. Dortmund are open to selling. They want to sell him between, I think it's 80 to 130 million. It's just who's going to make that offer. I think the concrete competition, no matter how reliable these sources are, is Manchester City, Liverpool, etc., etc. And last thing, even though we're the front runners, I just want to warn everybody who's getting on the Jude Bellingham train or is already been on the train, is that even Jude Bellingham probably doesn't know what he's going to do yet, because things change, contract offers improve, things make more sense. I mentioned before about if we don't get top four, that's a huge factor. If Manchester City hypothetically win the quadruple this season, then go to Jude Bellingham. Oh, by the way, Jude is 400k a week, not to mention 5 million goal bonuses, and on top of that, a lovely 10 mansions, and there you go. And maybe that's a bit excessive, and I understand that probably is a bit excessive. That being said, the point still stands, the premise is still there. Jude Bellingham would be intrigued by that alone, and then when you times that with absolute success, guaranteed trophies, even if it's a League Cup, Liverpool, although we won 2 trophies last year, I don't think, well, actually, no, we don't offer that same reliability when it comes to guaranteed trophies. It's like if you order on Uber and you go to some places, and if you spend £15, you get something extra. Some places say, "F you, nice one for your 20 quid, but you're not getting garlic bread." And that's the premise in this instance. We can't offer the bonus things. Man City can offer the bonus things, and also they have the guarantee. They're the dominoes. We're some new gaff that's just opened on fucking County Roads in Liverpool, who's hoping for the best and is now a local business. Please support us. But yeah, speaking of support, we need new owners, and that's a really big, interesting topic that I want to go into as well. But to round up the Jude Bellingham situation, I'd love to ask what you think about it, what you think about the possibility of him joining the club. Is it ridiculous that we're all just looking into the Henderson and the Trent things? But one thing even you have to admit, because I'm a bit more on the Debbie Downer side, but I would say if I had to put it on a scale on likelihood on signing Jude Bellingham, I'd be like 55% likely, 45% still unsure. That's where I stand, because again, things can change, and even Jude Bellingham probably doesn't know where he's going. Transitioning into the owner stuff. Yes, owner conversation. Let's get loads of money. So basically, Dave Powell, who is a journalist, looks into he's been basically taking a closer look at the following names who have been linked with Liverpool. He's created a list of 12 potential buyers or investors on who could be getting involved. So let's name some of these folk. some crazy name, so prepare yourself. So obviously the Qatar and Saudi Arabian private sector has been talked about, especially massively over the past couple of days. Harris Blitzer Sports and Entertainment, Mukesh Ambani. Not going to lie, some of these individuals or companies I do not know excessively about, but we'll look more into it as the links get stronger over time. Mukesh Ambani, who I've just mentioned, Conor McGregor. Imagine Conor McGregor. If Conor McGregor gets involved with Liverpool, there's no way that's going to be as an owner. He hasn't. Conor McGregor is rich and the whiskey's doing sick and he's made dough off fighting and Floyd Mayweather, but it's not club football money. Maybe in yeah, think about it. Who's that fella who was in Deadpool? I really should remember his name, but either way, he's Deadpool, great actor, went and bought Wrexham. Wrexham are a fifth-tier football club. Ryan Reynolds, I don't think Ryan Reynolds could come in and buy Arsenal. And I do not put the whole possibility of him being too much more poor than Conor McGregor. But that's just me. He might even be richer because them movie stars are something else. Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Wow. Steve Ballmer, Stephen Pag, Luca, a lot of different places who could get involved. Some really interesting names, some kind of fun ones to entertain. LeBron James, again, that would just be a further investment, I would assume, because this is a list of people who are not just going to own Liverpool, but also could be minority investors. And apparently that's what FSG are leaning more towards. It's such a flip-flop conversation. I'm kind of bored of it now. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Do you think we're going to get sold? Do you think it's going to be a minority sharehold? Apparently FSG are involved in with Juventus in some way. Juventus, their board is leaving or something like that, or could be leaving. And they need to rebuild a project. FSG done well with us. They're in a little bit of shit. 2 + 2. Not always equals 4, but in this case it seems to be a good match. And I think that would make sense for FSG. I'd wish them all the best if they went to Juventus. And if they've done well, you probably get Liverpool fans saying, oh, we shouldn't have let go of FSG. Unless we get someone who's got more ambition when it comes to investing into the team, being successful. If you're going to spend 4 billion, which is the rumour price Liverpool is at, then you're going to want to be competing. You're going to want to be spending on a summer-to-summer basis. Otherwise, you're going to lose all that dough. So that means if someone comes in and buys us for 4 billion, we're going to probably spend a lot of money. Doesn't mean we're going to compete. Doesn't mean we're going to create an efficient infrastructure. That's why we do still have to be very, very careful on who we choose as owners. There's a lot more that goes into it in terms of business, their ambitions for the youth academy, the ambitions to expand the stadium. Do they want to stay at Anfield or do they want to go somewhere else and market there? Are they people who are aligned with the idea of a Super League? Do they want to take away the culture of football? These are all the questions that you've got to ask when it comes to the next owners. And as they're coming to Liverpool, one of the biggest clubs in the world, obviously in my eyes the biggest club ever, that means there's huge influence. And with huge influence, that means it's worth every penny of the 4 billion for certain people getting involved. So we'll see what goes down. I think if I had to lean towards anything, if the right investor came in, which I have a little bit of belief it might, when I say right investor, right amount of money, I think we probably will sell the club. Whether it's in the summer, I don't know. But either way, we need to get it done soon enough so we can sign good old Jude Bellingham. That's a nice way to round up the video, people. But no, I think that these rumours are just rumours until they're not. And we'll eventually find out if Jude just fucks us off for Man City and Liverpool fans will get laughed at because we're all just chatting about Jude Bellingham. Yeah, we got very excited on the podcast yesterday. We were talking about Jude Bellingham for an excessive amount of time. And to be honest, it's very pathetic for a player who isn't even ours, but there was something quite magical about the Henderson and Bellingham thing, passing on the... I don't know. But anyway, smash a like on this video, please, people, because guess what? It actually gets the video out there more in the algorithm. More people watch the video. Therefore, you're supporting the channel. That's the best way to support a YouTube channel. The next best thing is if you smash a subscribe. I believe we're closing in on 70,000 subscribers. If we can get to 100k by the end of the season, then boss, because I'll have a plaque, and I've never won a trophy before besides like participation medals, so a plaque would be sensational. And then yeah, and if you dislike the video, smash a dislike, and please do let me know why you didn't like it. And that's it for me. Love to hear your thoughts on everything that I've talked about in this video, and I just hope you have a lovely day. Drink your water, mate. See you later.